Alright, greetings. And now it's time to do something really difficult. I'm going to jump into Bank Heist Cache. And we're going to try and stealth Bank Heist Cache. And I'm going to note something that trying to stealth a bank heist without proper skills or just without anyone else is excessively difficult. If you're going to be doing this, I really recommend that you have people with you, because it's just going to really frustrate you if you do not have people. I'm going to turn off the TMAI for this one. Basically, stealthing a bank heist is very doable, but it's very doable if you have people or skills to sort of help you out. If you lack the tools of the trade, so to speak, to really do this, it just gets really, really tough. We're going to buy the camera asset and the buy bags there, and we're just going to jump in here. I've already got my stuff laid out. Basically, I've got stealth gear on, and I've got stealth pistol, highly concealable primary to reduce my concealment. I've basically got concealment of 10, and I got fairly decent accuracy as well. Concealment, I believe, is at 10 because of the fact that my the weapon I'm using right now for my secondary shot is a little bit high on what do you call it? It's got lower concealment because it's got a little bit better accuracy because I have a standard suppressor instead of like the smallest one possible. And that is just awesome. We got manager right out there. Okay, I want to do this very quickly, but we just got lucky and managed to bag the manager here. Sometimes he'll just move out here, and sadly he didn't have any keycard, but that was really lucky, basically having the manager appear right like that. He's basically out of view of that camera, so I was able to tie him and just get him out of there. And now we got this guy at least out of the way. So I'll note that before we basically lose this guy here, the manager is a wandering civ in this map. He'll wander around kind of like a guard, but he's not a guard in that he can detect you or anything. He's just a random civ. But he wanders around, and he's mission important because he can sometimes have a key card on him. But he's out of the way, so that's cool. I didn't expect to bag him that damn fast, but I'm really happy that I did. So he's out of the way. And we're just going to look around. Okay, this door is closed. The other door over there is open. Going to grab this package here. Alright, let's sort of give you a lay down what's going on. So I just bagged the manager there really, really quickly with a cable tie and moved him out of the way. Essentially, he'll wander around the map until you basically deal with him. And you want to deal with him at some point because he can be a sort of wild card, so to speak. If you don't deal with him, he might call for the police or, you know, just be alerted, which is just bad in general. Oh, this is perfect. I want to get these guys right now. Kill him too. Note that I just killed these civs. This is going to be like one of the first heists. Because of the difficulty of trying to solo this, I'm going to have to kill the civilians. There's just... it's really, really difficult to not kill the civilians in this one and expect to beat the heist. Okay, I don't think I have to worry too much about body bags at this point, so there might be another civilian wandering around. Usually there's a total of 4 civilians that'll wander around on map, so you have like this guy here and that guy that's bagged and the guy over there, so there might be one more wandering around. But we're hopefully not going to have that civilian pop up anytime soon. And I'm just going to look around and sort of analyze the situation a little bit. Where possible, I'll try and use my cable ties to save money, but primarily it's more important, more or less, to just, you know, make sure you deal with the civilians in this one. You know, permanently. No chance of them being an issue. Just quickly deal with them and be done with it. Okay, I don't see any civilians coming this way. That doesn't mean there isn't another civilian coming, but I'm going to assume for now there's no civilians to worry about. Alright, so here's a camera asset. I'm going to basically use this to sort of scan the area. And I can use this basically to look around through the various cameras to see where guards are. If I funnel through it, I can basically see guys real quick. There's one camera here, sort of in between the halls between this open door over here, and then that's like the one with like the where manager came out, and where that guy's not coming out. Oh, this is perfect. That's very perfect. Pow! Oh good, I didn't have to deal that. This is perfect. I managed to kill this officer outside of the camera view. This was actually a really easy kill to get. Basically, whenever a guard wanders out a door like that or on the roof, and he's open, no one's around to see him die, and there's that other civilian I'm worried about, so we'll let this guy get a little bit closer. Basically let him get his exclamation mark or question mark or whatever first. And I'm going to shoot this guy too. At this point, there's no point in not doubling the bag here. So we're basically down to manager. All civilians outside are probably dead. And I'm going to basically just have to deal with the remaining guards and civilians and other stuff. So this is actually going really well for our stealthing Bank Heist cache. Essentially, you want to control the civilians outside and sidewalks, the manager, defeat wandering guards, and you want to also watch out for the cam guard as well. And it looks like the last remaining two guards are right here. So we got one guy in the ATM area right there, and one guy over there as well. I'm just going to look around. That guy's going inside. Nope, he's going to go right here behind this camera, so he's going to stand right there. Nope, by the way, I can see this door closed right here. It's very important that you can basically see this is open or not. That door leads to the teller area, and essentially there's two tellers in there. You can't really see it because there's no camera in there, but oh, yes there is. Okay, so basically it's great to see that door's closed. Notice that behind these desks there's these big red buttons. Those are panic buttons, and if a civilian hits that at any given time in the heist, you're done. Basically the alarm goes off, and there's no way you can basically prevent it from not going off with ECMs or anything else. But if you know that the door's closed, essentially what's going to happen in this heist, I'm eventually going to have to charge into this place through this open door down there, and I'm going to have to kill these tellers. There's no cable time for them. They have to get killed. And I kind of like the setup for the cameras. Kind of. There's one in here, but I don't see any civilians on this like sort of side of the area over here, or in there. I'm just going to maybe verify that. Sometimes there's a civilian in the side area over here. He is right there, so he's right there. But that's fine, I can deal with that. Okay, both guards are in here. And you're right there. Alright, this is going to be maybe a good time to consider doing this. I'm going to shoot this camera, and when you shoot a camera, it'll basically cause a guard to reach to his earpiece, say, what's going on? And then he'll start pursuing the broken camera to see what's going on with it. So I think this guy over here is moving right there. He's maybe been called over to say, look over and see what's going on with the camera. So this guy that you see sort of silhouetted right there, that's moving toward the teller area here. He's maybe beeline toward the camera because I just broke it. Basically, if the cam guy who operates the camera, loses function of a camera, he'll tell one of these guys that are wandering around to say, go check it out. And they'll basically just, actively go to it. And he's not moving anymore. This guy is over there. So maybe that guy, the Caucasian, is actually going for the camera. It's kind of hard to tell. One of these guys is going to go for the broken camera. Or one of them should go for the broken camera. They might be a little bit buggy for some reason. Usually if the camera breaks, they'll go for it, when they're not right now for some reason. Maybe this guy's still going for it, I don't know. Or maybe he is. I think that guard may have just gone outside. Nope, he's not there. I saw him right there. Okay, this guy is coming out, so... Shit! Oh, good. That camera there almost saw this dead body. And if a camera sees a dead body, that's almost a guaranteed you've lost. But luckily, this guy didn't fall back over too far, so this guy's now dead and dealt with. There's only one guard randomly wandering around the map at this point, and once we basically deal with him, there's going to be no more wandering or moving targets. It's going to be all static cameras and civilians, basically. And I just have to locate wherever this other guy is. It's not here. Not there. There he is. Hiya. Okay, I'm just going to wait for see where this guy goes first. I want to be very careful of this guy and sort of keep track of him. This is where it'd be good to have someone else in the game. Basically, you could watch over the camera assets to make sure, there's no concerns or anything. Okay, because he's actually there, I want to maybe watch him. If he comes out to this area here, he might walk out the door. So we're just going to maybe keep a track of him and see where he's going to walk to. Note that there's a camera over there, but I can't see past the bookcase right there. And he's wandering away the other way now, so he's no longer going out the door. Note that I want to basically walk out the door, not just to kill him, but if he goes to the broken camera and sees it, he's going to trigger the alarm. So I don't want him triggering the alarm, and that's one reason to basically watch over where he's going. So right now he's going to here. So you just walked all the way around, interestingly enough. I still want to watch him, make sure he doesn't walk out the door, but I can basically, and I'll note, by the way, there's something as well to sort of note. Note that this camera right here, I can see the civilians sort of like in this view here. Those civilians can't detect broken cameras, but if I was to kill the guard where, in this sort of general area right here, they'd be able to see him die. If there's no civs there, I can maybe kill this guard, but I don't really have that option. Okay, you're going this way now. We're fine with that. And you're just going to stand there now. Okay, sure. I'm going to let him stand there for now. And we're just going to go over to this door and open it. Open this door can maybe let him walk out this door and be an easy kill. So it's why I'm opening this door. It's also so I can get access to walk through here, but it's also so that if he wanders out here, which he might, then I can just kill him. It's basically, once you open doors or stuff, they'll sometimes form new paths to guards, and then you can abuse them to kill them or basically take advantage of them. Okay, you're right here, and civilian right there. Okay, you're going this way now. I'm just going to look in here a little bit. He's going to the ATMs by the looks of it now. Okay, we got at least 3 civilians to sort of worry about right here. Note that the copy room is a great place to kill guys too. But killing them in the copy room is really only good if you have the chance to, get to the copy room and kill them there. So if this guy starts moving towards the copy room, it might be worth trying to move toward that door I just opened so that maybe I can kill him. But I have to get there basically in time to kill him. It's the thing. And then hopefully it doesn't ragdoll into view of a civilian while I kill him in there. Oh, okay, this is where I have to sort of watch out in case he goes outside. And he's not going outside, luckily for me, so that's good. This camera's actually not in view of him, I don't think, but this camera's kind of quirky in that it basically could be positioned to look down the hallway here and then see him. I mean, I was being detected as soon as I sort of stepped out here, so or it actually could have been him detecting me and not the camera. I have to see how his camera's positioned. If it's positioned to sort of look this way, like where my camera's pointing, away from like this hall, I could maybe kill the guard back here. It's kind of risky to do, but I mean, it's something I consider doing. And he's walking away. As you can see, this is very much a waiting game right now. Okay, this might be a good time to go this way. Perfect! Bam! So, last guard is now dead. We managed to kill this guy in the copy room. There's no more guards to worry about. Now it's just time to worry about cameras and civs. So, basically, once you get through like this part, you're just going to be doing the sort of static elements, so to speak, type of thing. And you basically have to deal with all the civilians that are running around. And you may want to turn away for the next little bit because this is where I start killing civs everywhere. I'm literally not joking on that. I'm going to be killing civs left and right. Okay, I see a camera right there. I actually want to note where these cameras are. Note basically that you want to be very careful of the cameras because they do have some mechanics that make them kind of dangerous. Okay, there's one out here I should probably shoot. I should shoot this one. This is going to be worth shooting possibly if I can get in there, but it'll be kind of difficult. Alright, so basically there's only a limited amount of cameras to sort of deal with. And if you shoot them, then the cam guy loses access to them. So, one right there. Civilians don't really detect broken cameras either, by the way. They aren't really geared to do so in this one. So I can go like this. And let's just look around to see if this camera could maybe... Okay, it is pointing out in this direction, so... Even though the camera doesn't have this camera doesn't have him viewed down the way, it is indeed pointing down in this direction, looking down this hall. So that's a bit of an issue. Okay, 3 cameras are left. One in that hallway there, and then one in the teller area, and then one in the employer area. So at this point, I want to basically shoot down cameras that I'm sure won't be too much of an issue to shoot down. And where possible, I want to eliminate civs so that they can't be an issue either. So I want to shoot that camera. Now, because there's no civilians in this sort of area outside of like where these guys are, I can go in here and basically boom, boom, boom. And then this guy here, because, you know, he's not invisible of anything, I can also deal with him. Now, those 4 guys are really important. Basically, much like in the teller area, there's a panic button right here, and if anyone presses it, the alarms go off and you're screwed. But since all these guys are now down, and I can get this package over here, these guys can't hit the alarm, and I now have the benefit of being able to, you know, not have to worry about this area. Okay, there's a key card on this desk. Sometimes you'll find this key card on a manager, but I didn't have that option. I had to, you know, wander into the manager office to deal with it. Okay, there's guys over there. Sometimes there's packages on these chairs here, but it doesn't look like there is one right now. So that's all dealt with, and that's good. Basically, if you had more players, I wouldn't be having to do all that when we're doing it right now, having to kill every damn civ that, is here, there, and everywhere. I could have, a guy go back there and deal with them while I simultaneously can come in here. Basically, coordination would be the key to sort of, stealthing this heist easily. I don't have that option, obviously, but, it'd be nice to have it. Okay, I'm going to maybe just, I want to eliminate what cameras I can that aren't going to be an issue, or, will be an issue, but can't be detected, and, trigger the alarm. So that's the only camera left will be this one here. And that gives me view of all these damn civs in there. Now, at this point, what I can do... Okay, that civ's really close. But I can go in here and kill this guy. Once you kill this guy, the cams are no longer an issue. Basically, this guy, he looks after the cams, but if no one is on the side of the cams to view them and see your actions, then they're not an issue anymore. So, much like you, he has a camera thing to look through the cameras with, and you can do that with it yourself. But now he's out of the way. There's only these civilians here left to deal with. And now you really want to look away because there's really no better way to do this than to do this. Bam! Bam! And that's basically how you stealth Bank Heist cash. Alright, so usually you'll have a lot of difficulty soloing this. It took me at least a few attempts, I'll note, to record this episode just to sort of, show off stealth. And that's sort of the general gist of what you basically have to do. All that's left now is just basically drilling through the vault here. And you basically already saw, or you can already guess what sort of that it's going to entail. Note, by the way, that DC in my place is right here. So that's there. For our next little bit for this heist, the only thing I'm really going to do is basically look for the gauge packages. So if you want to look for that, you can basically keep doing so. Essentially, they can spawn right here. They can spawn inside that bookcase right there or right there. They can spawn right there on a chair. I think they can spawn up here in this little behind the door right there. And sometimes they can spawn behind these roof elements. Note that there's no civilians left on the map. Basically, I threw those grenades because I knew there was no other civilians to care about. I don't recommend using grenades ever in this heist, but I mean, I did that for fun because I knew that there was no more civilians outside of those guys left to worry about. So I can wander around the map at my leisure, looking for packages, waiting for the drills to finish. Package right there. And you know what? I'm going to do this just to sort of show it off, but these planks, I didn't really, do so, I don't think, in the deposit mission, but if you're doing loud, something you can do with these planks is basically just go here and board up windows. When you board up windows, essentially it blocks police from entering those windows, and I think it also blocks civilians from being able to view stuff inside of your, what you're doing during, like, stealth. So if I put these windows here, no one can see these dead bodies in here. They're now blocked off from view, so to speak. Now, do I go back here and get this one? Nothing in here. Sometimes a package will spawn behind that fence, by the way. The one is one over there, too. And you know what? We're going to plank up what I can just to sort of show off the fact that you can plank up a lot of these places. Also note something. I started out with 2 twist ties, or cable ties rather. I now have none. So there's a lot of civilians to sort of deal with. I could have shouted down those civilians, but it's just safer. And really, it's not recommended, so to speak, not to kill those civilians, because you're really gonna pay for it if you don't control your civilians in this one. And the only way to really control them successfully is by killing them, sadly. Or cable time if you can, but I mean, sometimes this is not really an option to really think about. I'm missing a package somewhere. There's really no reason not to go looking around for it, but anyhow, planks are up here. These planks will just spawn over the place in this map. Sometimes they'll be upstairs on the roof, sometimes they'll be in the alleys. You can use them to board up all these lovely windows. And of course the drill will be the drill. Open it up. Let's go maybe search back here. Manager's still there, chilling out. It's funny, usually I kill a manager because it's really a priority sort of to kill him sometimes. Let's make sure there's no packages. Alright, well the thing's open, so there's no no more time to sort of fool around. Let's just get this heist over with. So once you basically get to Bank Heist cash, basically there's cash. And you can use this, basically, you don't have to open any of these deposit boxes. You just go in here and you can get the cash. And many people like, I guess, these like sort of heists a little bit better if they don't have a saw. Just for a simple reason that you don't have to worry about, the deposit boxes. You can just get your money just going in here normally, so to speak. And as you can see, we're getting a few bags here, and it's throwing them out the door here. Now, I'll note that if I want to, I could spend 30 or so minutes picking the locks of every single deposit box. Now, this is like, to sort of demonstrate this with one. You can basically pick these locks. And the reason for picking them is that you can, still get them open. The only problem with doing so is that it's going to take you about 30 seconds, I think, for each of these boxes. So there's basically 5 boxes, and I think there's I don't know, 16 rows of boxes. So 5 by 16. Let's just count that. There's basically A to L, so J is 10. There's basically 12 by 5. There's 60 boxes on this wall, and then there's M to X. I have no idea what that what that number is, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's basically 120 boxes. If you try and pick all these boxes, it'll essentially take you 120 by 30 seconds. Or, basically, if you can do this sort of basic math, 30 by, or I shouldn't say this, 30 times 2 is 1 minute. 1 minute times, 60 of these boxes is essentially an hour picking all these boxes. I don't think it'll actually take you an hour to pick all these boxes, but it'll take you a long time. And many people really don't like doing that. So if they don't have a saw, they'll just do this basically. They'll just run in here, grab the money, and just be done with the heist. And that's what we're going to do right now. No, I'm not going to sit back to watch me pick the lock of all those boxes. It'd be brutal on me, and then I might be insane for the next one after this. And note what I'm doing right here, where I'm basically tossing bags in one after the other. This is one way of like moving bags. You'll see this commonly done in like Watch Dogs, because people basically throw the bags to where they need to go, because they have a lot of bags and they want to move them all. Alternatively, you can run them, but I mean, money's kind of hard to run. Boom, one in. Let's get this in. As you can see, it's worth quite a bit of money on overkill to money. Many people do this heist just for the money. You can get lots of money doing bank heists. And there's our stealth bonus, so we got 20 experience for doing that. Killed 19 guys, 4 guards, and 15 civilians. So I want to note something. Basically, I killed 15 civilians. 15 civilians times, I guess, 17K basically it was. We're just going to do some quick math. So just sort of note this basically. This is why, is this going to be like one of those heists that, people are going to, be like losing lots of money if they really fail the heist. So I hate how this keeps, going back here, but let's go to Google. Damn it! It's not staying because I want to. Go to Google. We're going to type in 17,000 times 15. So that's the amount of civs I killed. Basically, it cost me 255 spending cash. All that basically to kill all the civilians. So you can basically, it's not really cost effective to kill civilians if you're doing it solo, but you sort of have to, I guess, if you're doing it solo. You really want to do this heist with other players, the bank heist. I'll try and get that across. If you don't, you're going to be probably not really benefiting as much unless you're really, really awesome or have skills that can really let you do that very easily, the bank heist. Anyhow, next time, I'm probably going to do a sort of mix of stealth and loud. We're going to jump into the last one that's like sort of like named here, gold. And I'll basically show you off what gold's all about. Basically, it's like a, it's just, oh, it's right there. That's very nice. You know what? I'm going to cut the recording here. I'm just going to jump right into that.